Okay, what's up, everybody? Wraith Realm TV. Sorry if I sound a little monotone. I just got up out of bed. I slept all day because I watched Team USA versus Canada. One hell of a match. And go Team USA, go Team USA. It was a thriller game. Team USA came out in overtime and won. And I went to bed about 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. So I just got up. It's like 4:51 Pacific Standard. So there you go. And I'm doing videos and stuff. So get your favorite beverage, get what you need, come enjoy the show. I know I'm not all hippity hoppity and got all excited and stuff like I usually do. Your favorite commentators back. As I always say, trying to keep things 100 with you guys, keeping raw and uncut and unbiased as always. So this video is for you guys. We're going to talk about Elimination Chamber and even WrestleMania. So there's new policies coming down from WWE, TKO, Triple H, all this stuff that they're going to start blocking IPs, addresses, and cell phone towers from allowing you to tailgate and do the things where you can do tailgating and you can do watch parties, outside the stadium or at bars and stuff like that. So what they are doing is they're going to start blocking people. So how they're going to implement this is probably through IP, through the internet providers that are local. And according to Fightful Select Premium Live Events, the decision was an effort to drive ticket sales. So WWE is getting really greedy. People are walking off the product. So Netflix is having a problem with views right now currently because a lot of people are not watching. A lot of people are getting tired of WWE putting out the same slop and expecting the same things. Their ticket sales are down by I believe 15% than they were last year. And a year upon year, they just keep upping the prices. Like it went from $4,000 to $10,000 to $20,000. Now we're at $40,000 for 2 days. And when does it become enough for WWE? And I know people are chanting Vince McMahon and people are chanting AEW at their events just because people are sick and tired of the nickeling and diming. And they got rid of house shows. Like house shows used to be that budget tier you would go to see WWE, wrestlers and buy merch and stuff like that. They don't do that locally anymore, city by city anymore. They do it here and there. They do it like when they want to do it, and that's even becoming expensive. The live events. It's not the same as when I was a kid during the Attitude Era or the Ruthless Aggression Era. A lot of things that I've come to love as a person for WWE and things like that are now becoming a relic, and they're erasing things. They're making things under paywalls now. They keep putting things on many different streaming services, making it super complicated. Since they bought AAA, it's been a mess, I've heard, for AAA since WWE, because they want to nickel and dime the consumer instead of making it cheaper. People are walking over to AEW, and AEW is also not the greatest on earth either. They have their skeletons too. So, but people are walking over there because tickets are cheaper. They could get their kids what they need, and it's not stupid expensive, and they're not in 5 different streaming services. And their game, and you can love, hate WWE, but their video game this year is also another way they're nickeling and diming with 2K. So at the end of the day, these things, I just don't get it. Like, let people tailgate. People are going to go and buy merch. People are going to buy your streaming services no matter where you're at to do the tailgate thing. But to do this is becoming more of you're trying to control what the fans can do, what the fans' narratives could be. And it's just morally freaking wrong. So Elimination Chamber watch parties in Chicago area will be blocked due to WWE's blocking rule, an effort to increase sales tickets. And following, they're going to establish the rule for WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas, where they'll establish a 50-mile radius from Raider Stadium to prohibit, or Allegiant Stadium to prohibit hosting public viewing events and the global insure. So if you're close and you have a house near the stadium, does that mean you just get screwed if you have people want to come over and do a barbecue watch party? Because I know a lot of people do that for WrestleMania. So WWE is shooting themselves in the foot here. It's quite annoying. What's next? You're going to start implementing fees for video games on top of what we pay just to play your game too, because you need to make more money, more money, more money. What's next? You're going to come out with a second video game a year and start nickeling and diming the consumer? So this frustration has caused frustration with local businesses in Chicago who typically rely on major wrestling events to draw crowds under domestic rights agreements. ESPN and Netflix internationally, the company, have taken more aggressive stance on public performance license. It just means they're condemning what WWE is doing, and they're gonna bow down to WWE, and they're just gonna block the event. So here's what I will tell you guys what you can do if you're in that area and you want to watch the show. A VPN. That's what I'm gonna tell you guys. VPN, VPN, VPN on a local network. That's how you get past this little. Oh my God, you can't watch it, or you're gonna be heavily fined. Shit. WWE is not bringing police people or, the National Guard or anything to come stop you from watching the show. They're just going to block it through IP, and they're going to force you to be out of the radius or pay for the show. The way around that is a VPN. So WrestleMania or Elimination Chamber is scheduled. Okay, so among frustrating crowd, high-profile events, this is currently a period of record-breaking growth. They're so worried about record-breaking growth that people are not buying their tickets as fast as they want it to be. So now what they're trying to do is lower the ticket prices. They're finally lowering ticket prices because people couldn't afford it. You're pricing out the middle class. You're making it a rich man's sport, or a rich man or rich woman's sport to go watch. You're making it extremely complicated to go to a show that once used to be cheap when I was a kid. You used to get packages to where you could get a hot dog, a beer. Now it's becoming more and more by the day that they want to charge $40, $50, $60,000 like a car, like a whole buying a new car. And it's ridiculous. It's obscene. Like, that's why people are walking off. That's why this is for AEW to win right here. Will be part of the reason why AEW starts getting people back is this. The nickeling and diming. AEW just needs to get a video game together at this point. And other places, right? Like, for instance, MLW is starting to sell out arenas, and stuff like that. Because why? Because of this kind of shit. People do not want to be nickeled and dimed during WrestleMania weekend or Elimination Chamber weekend. I don't think people want to be. And to me, when you put on, predictable pay-per-views, predictable shows, I mean, people are going to not buy your tickets. If you're not putting on good cards and you're not making people happy and sending people home happy, why should people watch? And when WWE's putting on the same slop, the same stuff, the same things, people are just going to be done with you. Point blank, period. So, anyway, my name is Wraith Realm TV. I have a mouth. I have an opinion. I try to keep things to 100 to my best, to my opinion. And personally, I just think this is just petty from WWE, and this is just making people go, hey, I'll just go over here. I don't need this. Like, a lot of people are saying it's not about the wrestling. They can go anywhere to watch wrestling. It's about the company being greedy. That's why people are walking off and doing what they're doing. Has nothing to do with their love for WWE. A lot of people are saying, we love WWE, but if they're going to do this, we'll just go over to their competition. We'll go over here and we'll watch it over here. And a lot of the other organizations that WWE has, they're doing the same thing. AAA, TNA. Like, I've heard TNA tickets are a little bit astronomical in price. I've heard AAA, they're like their partners. They're all going the same way. And what's next? TNA is going to start blocking pay-per-views. Is AAA going to start blocking pay-per-views because they're owned by WWE? The day of fan service, the day of the fans is coming and gone. Like, I just don't understand this logic, and I don't understand WWE. This is just a cash grab, nickeling and diming. You can use a VPN, by the way, to international tunnel for Netflix and other places and get off this little policy. What are they going to do? They're going to get the police. They're going to get people to come after you. Like, no, I don't think so. Were they going to ban the internet package that you paid for? I don't think so. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know. Chime down below what you think. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.